Schultz, thank you very much. Thank you, Ed. I am Chris Jansing, live in Tokyo, and we are in the middle of a vastly escalating nuclear crisis. Word just a short time ago that the remaining 50 workers inside the nuclear power plant have been pulled. Extremely high levels of radiation had been measured. A lot of nuclear experts believe that they were the last best line of defense against a full-scale nuclear meltdown and nuclear catastrophe. Just hours ago, a watchdog group in Washington had predicted that this had moved past a level 6 catastrophe and, in fact, was heading towards something like Chernobyl, a number 7. Let's get you up to date on these fast-moving developments. In addition to pulling those 50 workers who had been risking literally their lives to try to stave off a nuclear meltdown, there have been major problems at reactor number 4. Earlier, with spitting out very high level of radiation. Just to give you an idea of the levels that we're talking about, take the amount which in a year can cause cancer. It has been putting out 4 times that amount in just a single hour. Now, the problem at number 4, the rooftop storage pool for spent nuclear fuel, still at risk, still hot. The fire at that reactor was not, in fact, put out as it had been reported. Instead, officials believe it started a second blaze, which firefighters then had to battle today. They had a plan to drop water or acid on it from a helicopter. Now, reportedly, that seems less likely. They are considering pumping it through the walls instead. And 2 workers, we should mention, are still missing from yesterday's explosion at that reactor. And we know now that the roof was cracked by the blast. Workers today had been unable to approach the storage pool because of those high levels of radioactivity. And again, now those technicians who have been putting their lives at risk to stay at the plant have left. In just the past couple of hours, we've had new reports of white smoke emanating from both reactor number 3 and reactor number 4. And here in Tokyo, we're 150 miles south of the reactor site. Low levels of radiation were detected today, 10 times the normal level that they would find here in the capital city. Some people have been leaving. Some international workers have been told to get out. Americans at airports, at train stations, many of them deciding that they are going to leave Japan. Hundreds of thousands of people, meantime, especially in the hardest hit areas, are facing food shortages. And if you thought that, well, maybe today's snowfall at Fukushima